Hello, everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of The Word and K. I'm your host. My name is Mimi. It's really nice to meet you. I'm from Brazil and now I'm speaking in English. Yes. If you saw my last videos as a K influencer, I was speaking in Korean, which is a language I'm still learning and I'm not really confident with. So now I'm speaking in English. It's not my mother language. My mother language is Portuguese, but English is one language that I have more confidence with than Korean. So I hope you guys enjoy this new me speaking in English now. So, the word NK is a place where we will talk about similarities, differences, and curiosities between the word and South Korea. Yes. And I am not Korean, as you guys can see. I'm a foreigner, I'm Brazilian. But I have some curiosity and I really like South Korea and Korean culture as well as all. So we will talk about this. So I hope you enjoyed the show and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment and share this with your friends or whoever you think it will be interested with. So let's go. So for the very first episode, I'm going to talk about a foreigner view of South Korea, which means I'll talk about my point of view and my opinions of what I think South Korea is. So, to be clear, it's only my opinion, it's only what I think, what I believe. It might be wrong because I never been to South Korea yet. One day I'll go there. So, if I say something that is wrong or sounds a little different here, please, if you are Korean, correct me on the comment section, okay? But just to let you all know, it's my opinion, okay? So, to start the conversation, I'm going to talk about the things I think that are interesting or things that attracted me the most in South Korea. And to start, the first topic, the first thing I want to talk about is safety. Yes, I'm not going to talk about K-pop, K-dramas, or K-culture, even though I do love K-pop, I do love K-dramas, and I love the Korean culture as one. But one thing that I think that attracts me the most in South Korea is the safety. Why I tell this? I saw many Brazilian influencers and other influencers around the world say that South Korea's all is a really safe place. Like you can go outside after midnight, like 2 a.m. or one thing like that, or something like that, and you will feel safe. You will not feel like you're going to have the things robbed or a thief will appear and maybe leave you in danger. It's a thing that attracts me because I'm Brazilian. I live in Brazil. And if you guys don't know, unfortunately, Brazil is not a really safe place. It doesn't matter the region, the state here. It's not really a safe place. You can't go like outside showing so much your cell phone or reading like fancy accessories or things like that because this will attract the attention of thieves and you maybe get robbed or something like that or something worse because there were cases where people here were kidnapped or well in the last case you will lose your life. So Brazil is not really a safe place and I have the impression and almost like the certainty that South Korea is way safer than here because I saw many Brazilians like recording videos and taking photos or something like that like late at night there and to me this is something that I can't imagine, because here in Brazil you can't do that no matter the time of the day. Even if it's like daylight, you can't do this. It's too dangerous. So this is one of the things that attracts me the most. I think that one day when I like travel to South Korea and visit, I think I will feel way safer than I feel here. So that's my impression. I might be wrong because I know that there's no perfect country, there's no place that is like completely safe, but South Korea is way safer than here. And I think it's a very good point about South Korea. So, changing topics, I want to talk about the drinking culture in South Korea. I mean, I've watched this, I've noticed that in a lot of Korean dramas and also in some Korean programs like reality shows or something like that, that South Korea people really like to drink a lot. And I actually did some research on that, and I'll leave the link here below on the description, that you guys are the country in Asia that where people drinks the most. Like, how can it be? It's amazing because in dramas this is really common. In K dramas it's really common to see people like, if the day is good, they go drink. If the day is bad, they go drink. If they have nothing to do at home, they will be drinking alcohol, which is something like that surprised me at first because I didn't know this side of South Korea. But it's something that grabs me attention. I'm not saying that here in Brazil people don't have a drinking culture. We do have a drinking culture, but I think South Korea, this is really strong. And it's not something bad. I saw that it's a really great opportunity to make friends and to get to know people there. So I think something really interesting. And it's not just drinking a lot. You guys have a huge culture around drinking. I mean, you have manners and something like that, which is really interesting for me. And I think is one curiosity that grabs my attention, and I think it's really nice. I don't see this as a bad thing. It's really nice. So one day when I go to Korea, I actually don't drink alcohol a lot, but if I go outside with friends, I can try to drink a little bit of soju or maybe makgeolli. Makgeolli is one beverage that I get like. I think, wow, this is different. But yeah, the drinking culture in South Korea is something that is really interesting, and I think it's really nice to talk about it. Yeah. And lastly but not least, another thing that really grabs my attention when watching things from South Korea is the food, especially the spicy food. I saw that you guys really like spicy food. Tteokbokki, bibimbap, kimchi. You guys have a lot of dishes that are spicy, which is a little bit different from what we have here in Brazil. In Brazil, we have a state called Bahia, where people really like to eat spicy food, but it's not like the whole country, especially because Brazil is a really big country. But I saw that it's something really common. You can find spicy food like while walking on the streets in any restaurants, and I think something interesting. I actually can't really eat spicy food. I've tried tteokbokki before, and this is my experience. Okay, it was a traditional tteokbokki, like it wasn't the spicier one, but to me, it was really, really, really spicy. It was tasty. I liked it, but it was really spicy. I had to eat the tteokbokki like with a cup of water, like close, because it was too spicy for me. Even after a few minutes that I finished eating the tteokbokki, I still got that spicy feeling in my tongue and in my mouth. So I was like, wow, this is really spicy. And I saw that it's a part of the South Korean culture that people eat spicy food. And I think something really interesting. I don't know if I'll be okay there. I know that not all food are spicy, but I think if someone goes and like, hey, have this, I would have to think twice, because I don't know if I can handle it. And I have a really huge respect for you guys, because you make it seem so easy to eat all of those spicy foods. With me, a little bit hard, but it's because I don't have the habit to eat spicy food. So I think something really interesting. Food as one in South Korea. The South Korea food is something that really attracts me. There are a lot of dishes. I've tried a lot of dishes before, like bulgogi, jjajangmyeon, and other dishes, and those I can eat. It's fine for me. But the spicy food is something else you have to train. But it's something I really think is interesting in South Korea. As I said, here in Brazil, it's not common, but we have this too. So, to end our conversation as one, I think South Korea is a really great place with a very rich culture and with nice people as well. And that's why I have such a huge interest in South Korea, in the whole country, in its culture, in its food, music, and everything. I hope that one day I have the opportunity to go to South Korea in person and live it all, you know. But for now, this is only my opinion and only my point of view as a foreigner. I know about some Brazilians that live in South Korea, and they all share a very good point of view of South Korea. They share how the country is safe, how people there is nice, how rich the culture is, and foods that they tried there and the experiences they had. So I really have a nice feeling about South Korea. So this was the very first episode of The Word and K. I hope you liked it. Leave your comments, your opinions, and your point of view on the comment section. And I'm your host, my name is Mimi. It was really nice to have you all here. Thank you so much and bye bye. See you next time.